So in my video, when I say that I don't think children and motherhood is worth it, I want to explain that. When I say that I don't think it's worth it, here is exactly what I mean. If you're a mom, you'll more than likely understand what I'm talking about, and if you don't, have the empathy to understand that other people could feel this way. And if you're child-free, I want you to listen with open ears and open mind and take this information as you will. Also, disclaimer, one truth for a lot isn't the truth for all. So now that I've made that clear, I'll explain. When I look at my daughter, I think, wow, you were worth it all. And I mean it. I mean it with my whole heart. Now, when I say that motherhood isn't worth it, I'm not talking about my daughter specifically. I'm not sitting here saying Harley's just not worth it. Like, I couldn't even imagine a mother saying that about their child. But the motherhood journey isn't worth it. That's why we are one and done. We have zero interest in having any more children. The thought of another hypothetical child, whether it would be a little boy or a little girl, they are not worth it. They are not worth going through everything that I went through with pregnancy, with birth, and postpartum. So that's why I would never have another child. Now, my daughter specifically, I look at her and I'm like, yeah, she's worth it. She's worth it to wake up in the morning. She's worth it for me to work hard at trying to heal my mind, my body, my spirit, and to work hard in this life. She is worth it all, but a hypothetical child isn't worth it. What comes with motherhood, I like to put it as it is the ultimate ego death. In this lifetime, you don't have to go through that kind of ego death. I feel like a lot of people put on child-free people like, you just don't get it. Like, you just don't get it. And sure, you don't know what you don't know, so of course they don't know. But like, to me, when I talk to child-free people, I flat out say, like, no, you don't have to go through that kind of an ego death. That kind of an ego death some people don't come back from. It's the ultimate sacrifice every single day of your mind, your body, your spirit, everything about you. Every single thing in your life is different. And of course, there are the moms that are like, you could still do this, you could still do that. I understand what you're saying, but I can't do those things the same and with the same mind because now I see things differently. Motherhood changes you from the inside out. So to me, if you're still doing all the same things you used to do and you don't have certain fears, to me, I'm thinking, what's wrong with you? Because, no, I'm not going on that ride. Because if something happens to me, then my child doesn't have a mother. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a really small, stupid example. But what I say is, when I say it's not worth it, I say to child-free people, especially if you're on the line about having kids, no, I don't think it's worth it. I think that you don't have to go through that kind of ego death in your life. I think you could have a very fulfilled, loving, beautiful life with beautiful experiences that don't involve such an ego death, which is children. They bring that. If you're a good parent, it comes with it. That's my opinion. So that's when I say it's not worth it. That's what I mean. Now that I have my daughter and I know her and I see her, yes, of course she's worth it. She's always worth it for me to keep it pushing. But would I do it again? No, that's why I'm one and done. Why the fuck would I do that again? So that's just a very small discussion piece on me explaining that. I can get into more detail on that, but I mean, I feel like I am trying to keep it as basic as possible for the people that have like one brain cell, you know?